Today it's time to say goodbye. It's day 13 of our around the world trip in this Land Rover Defender, and we're packing up to say goodbye to the mountains. It's time to move on if we want to keep up with our current schedule of driving to South Africa. So after Mitch had edited the photos for today's photo dump and scoped out where we wanted to stay tonight on Park for Now, we were back on the road. I thought I would also share a couple of tips that help us with our budget today, as we're on a tight budget if we want to make it around the world in the next 4 years. The first one being checking fuel prices. We take fuel prices very seriously as it can add up if you don't do your research. We're currently using an app called 123 Fuel that I just found on the App Store, which has been helping us to find the cheapest fuel on our route. So Mitch filled up the tank all the way full. We also eat in the majority of the time, which helps us save a lot of money. Roadside sandwiches are our best friend, and I just love having our kitchen so accessible even with the roof down. I will also eat carrots and hummus as my snack all the time whilst on the road. It's so easy and so delicious and cheap. Today our plan was to put a big stint of driving in, as there was some bad weather coming on Sunday, so we wanted to get somewhere we could stay for 2 nights. This meant driving from Lleida all the way to Lleida. It was our first hot day whilst driving, reaching 29 degrees, and our Defender doesn't have aircon, so that's fun. We're very grateful for our Scirocco fan in the front. We did have a quick stop at Mercedona on the way through. The reason we drove here is because we found a free air on Park for Night, which was made for camper vans, so we could be safe here for a couple of nights to get some work done. However, we did scope out a better spot after popping the roof, so don't mind Mitch just driving the truck like this. I feel like this gives a proper representation of how tall this thing is with the roof popped. Once parked back up again, I separated some reduced meat that we'd bought from the shop earlier. We try to buy reduced meat where we can to save money, and all I do is bag it into portions and then freeze it this way, so there's way more room in the freezer. Mitch started on dinner as it had been a long day, and tonight we were having a chicken and chorizo pesto pasta, as we needed to use the last of our pesto up. Once washed up, we went for a wander as the truck was still so hot, but the evening breeze was super nice. And then we accidentally stumbled into a spa and down the ice cream section. I don't know how it happened. See, I said I'd give tips, not a perfect example. It was our first night of a warm evening, so we just had to. We picked up the cheapest ice cream cones and ate one on the way back to the truck. As we'd been super sweaty all day, we both had a rinse off out the back before we hopped into bed. We'll see you tomorrow.